After last week's game in New England, the Saints march home to New Orleans. Can the Giants win their first game at Caesars Superdome since 2005? Find out next on EA Sports.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two-and-one teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in April, the rookie from Clemson, Trevor Lawrence.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. They go play action with Lawrence. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lawrence. pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 16 carries, 77 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Play action. It's Burrow. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Burrow will throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. This defense for the Saints, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A handoff to Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Gano for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now Lawrence to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Lawrence will throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Murray. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once more, Murray. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, right? Yeah.
know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Going for it with McKinnon. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Chase. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 21-0 our score after 1.
Here we go.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
11 MT.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Chase, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And possession switching back to the New York Giants. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might...
Sean Payton not liking that last call. He's going to go ahead and challenge it. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Come on, baby. Hey, Charlie. Single, slot. Hey, lock it. Send me west.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed rush coming, and he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
It's caught by OBJ. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
50 seconds to bite. Let's go, D.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, they'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
11 mighty. 12. 11 Thomas. Back.
A give. This is Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Burrow. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's Ryan Ramczyk, the former first-round pick. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. They're passing. passing here. Joe Burrow. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. This is first and goal from about the 8. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Kamara trying again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. New York set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From midfield now, Lawrence. And he rifles one incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And caught by Henry. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. It's caught. Beckham. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Yeah, the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Yeah, good job.
Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Gano for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really pulling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
12.
Burrow will throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Burrow. On the check down, he finds Kamara. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Giants.
To the air again, Burrow. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Wilmots on for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Now Lawrence to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another first down. The Giants, they have the passing game working right now.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Lawrence going to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he fires one incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Lawrence will throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Now Lawrence on 1st down. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the rout is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Saints, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter, and they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And a nifty catch there for a first down by Michael Thomas. Still getting used to the fact that it's not Drew Brees throwing him passes. Never really 100% in 2020. Battled some injuries along the way. Ended up only suiting up for 7 games, 40 catches. That's a tough drop because in 2019, had 149 catches, an NFL record.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. They'll get this out to Kamara. Not much there, only a yard. Now it's 2nd and 9. Burrow looking to pass, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. On third down, Burrow. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And how about for Alvin Kamara? Another great year that he's coming off of as an all-around player, but especially as a pass catcher. 81 receptions each of his first 3 NFL seasons. Last year added 2 more to finish with 83, the most by any running back in the NFL. An awfully dangerous man in the open field.
Now Burrow on first down. His throw incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
From Down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Touchdown! It's complete. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Saints 17.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Adoree Jackson on the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 63 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff to Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. From the 38, Burrow. Looking left sideline, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and last week they were able to defeat the Atlanta Falcons here as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. On first down, Lawrence. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that well? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. A handoff. It's Murray. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Lawrence. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Big 13.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still got to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go with Murray again. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense. We can't have that.
That's on the Pro Bowl guard, Joel Bitonio. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Well, we saw Trevor Lawrence take plenty of deep shots in his days at Clemson, and he shows off that cannon of an arm here as a rookie at the NFL level. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. That's caught by Galladay. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Barkley able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He'll get it up the middle, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Saints again ready to go on offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Here we go. Hey, can.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
To throw again on 2nd down, Burrow. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Here's Burrow. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They run. It's Kamara. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On 2nd down now, Barkley, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Dexter Lawrence in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Thomas. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Demario Davis, Saints leading tackler last year, in on the stop that time. 2nd down, McKinnon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They go play action now. Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try the right side with Murray. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Let's go, let's go, go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 103 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Lawrence will throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Gano for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Burrow. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
New York ready to go again offensively. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On 1st down, Murray. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, lock it. General West. Come.
On 2nd down, Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Look at me. Go.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.